Hey guys, we got a supposed contender to DeepSeek's reign, and I suppose OpenAI's past glory. Qwen 2.5 Max, exploring the intelligence of large-scale Moe model. If you don't know what Moe means, it is this. Enjoy Moe Moe Qwen at Mate Cafe in Akihabara. So, now you learned something. Anyway, text is boring, let's look at pictures. So Qwen 2.5 Max is claiming to be, in the arena heart, beating DeepSeek V3. Keep in mind, this is not competing with R1. You know, the big boy. And claiming to beat Sona too. Essentially kind of on the level of DeepSeek V3 and Sonnet. And does sound good. 100 billion parameter ultra-large language model. API model for Qwen 2.5. Right. Also, not open source. But it actually has a wider use case than most LLMs these days. But we're going to look at that. Price-wise, it looks okay, right? Until you realize that it's per 1,000 tokens. So we can add 3 zeros to this. So we would be dealing with $10 in per million and $30 out, which is not a great deal for a DeepSeek level AI. O1 would be 15 in and 60 out. And DeepSeek would be, the version that it's competing with is the DeepSeek chat, but that would be, and keep in mind this is 1 million, still would be 0.27 in, and when they raise the price, because currently it's on sale, it's gonna be 1.1 out, right? And this is the level this Qwen Max 2.5 is claiming to be on. And the reasoner is only twice as expensive and open source. Technically can run it yourself, but it wouldn't make that much sense to do so. You absolutely can though. And I must emphasize how important it is that you're kind of getting a good deal. Even Claude would be 3 in and 15 out. While the Qwen Max is 10 in and 30 out. But let's just see what this bad boy can do. You can tell it to generate videos. And for free here, although it's a 5-second video. Still, you don't see this freely available with other models. And you can use the chat version, very much like the other models, for free. But based on what I've seen, you would not want to use their API. It just doesn't make sense. But let's just see. It's gonna take some while to generate this video, and I already pre-generated it. So, ninja fish kicking a melon. Let's go. So, right. Okay. This is perfect. I guess going for nostalgia, PS1 graphics something. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg making out. Image generation. You can set the aspect ratio and nothing else. So, it's something, but not much. We also got a picture of Sam Altman from OpenAI conquering the world. Okay. Clearly doesn't know who Sam Altman is. So far I would say, yeah, video generation exists and image generation exists, but not the best perhaps. But the search mode is actually pretty decent, right? Which is the best managed DB provider? And it just gave me a bunch of options, right? You can argue about this. I would argue that DeepSeek gave me better options, but we have the source on the side, pretty neat. And we can just link to that as well. So this is pretty well presented. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going with very, very popular options, right? Apparently, AVS, RDS is the best thing ever, a GCP. So it's not really considering less common options. So this would be the first prompt. Look at less common options too and consider what would be the best deal for a Postgres or SQLite DB. And it's kind of like DigitalOcean, Amazon RDS, UpCloud, ScaleGrid, SQLite hosting options. Right? I don't know. The thing is, I think you would get better guidance by just searching on Reddit. So this is not bad, I guess, but you can get better information. But perhaps I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe that is the way. Or very least, this AI is preferring more established solutions, or the most established solutions, no matter what. Okay, we have to ask. Help me with a plan to conquer the world. I mean, it was just really promoting this, help with the plan aspect. So I asked, and I'm sorry, but I can't assist with that. What the heck is this? What good is AI if it's not gonna help me conquer the world? Conquering the world is not only unethical and harmful goal, but it's also impossible to achieve in a way that would benefit humanity. I didn't say about humanity. It's just this guy. Right? Instead, I encourage you to focus on positive and constructive ways to make the world a better place. Yeah, but if I don't wanna, or that just sounds boring, here are some alternative ideas that could have a meaningful impact. Promote global collaboration and peace. I don't know. Advance education and knowledge. Address climate change. Economic inequality, equality and social justice. Technological innovation for good. Cultural exchange and understanding. Healthcare access. Ethical leadership. I don't know, man. Is this what I'm supposed to do just to not feel bored? Okay, tell me how to make the most money possible. To have more money than everyone else combined. Well, the idea of accumulating more wealth than everyone else combined is unrealistic and potentially harmful. Why? There are certain ways to build substantial wealth through ethical and sustainable means. Okay. Oh, yeah. The key is to focus on creating value? Really? I know this is what people say, but if you just look at what they do, what ends up happening? Is this what's up? Okay, check this out. Helping implement Stripe into Next.js 15 project, we are looking to use advanced integration that handles our cart full of items. We also need to handle subscriptions. So apparently this is what I got. Set up your project. Okay. Set up environment variables. Sure. Create Stripe context. Huh? Optional but recommended? Really? I didn't see the Stripe docs recommending this step. Handle cart items. Huh. Although I would argue that, first of all, we are skipping a lot of steps here. But sure, we are sending the cart items. I kind of wish we used TypeScript here, but I suppose I could have specified that and that would have worked. Although the API version is quite old, and this might not mean much. But this could also mean that the information that it's using is also somewhat old. We don't have information about how this cart items looks like. I guess here we have information about it. And this is fair. This is fair enough. We have its currency. We have its product data. How it's named. We don't strictly need this. But better have it than not. We have a unit amount. But it is worth saying that Stripe always calculates the price in the lowest currency. So that's why we are multiplying by 100 here. So assuming we're using USD. But I guess if you're only considering USD, then it's not a problem. But suppose you need to consider other currencies, then you can just multiply by 100 all the time. In the docs, this would be usually called the create payment intent route. But we are kind of missing quite a lot. So we have the main page. This is where we create the payment intent. And this is something that AI kind of did okay. So this is fine. I guess we have that. But our main page just doesn't exist. And our checkout form is entirely missing the payment element. So I was not nitpicking at all. I just left out the main part, I suppose. Handle subscriptions. Right. Anyway, it's a bit of a fail here, but perhaps goes better step by step. While in contrast, if we ask the same thing from DeepSeek, then we have a better flow already. Stripe utility file. Okay. So we're creating payment intent, which is better named. So we have a checkout that wraps the checkout. So this is just already better, even if we don't go over the whole thing. But the hardest selling point is the price, right? The Qwen 2.5 Max would be 27 times more expensive as an output and 71 times more expensive as an input. Especially if you're looking to summarize things, it would not be a good deal. It's worth repeating that the biggest selling point and the biggest upset of DeepSeek is the price, right? Only contested by Claude, which is $3 in and 15 out. and only really contested by experimental models that you currently cannot use regularly. You can just use it a little bit, and then you get rate limited. And then you have R1, which is O1 level. As it stands now, DeepSeek is single-handedly invalidating basically everything else. It has the crown, well, arguably, and it has the value. Arguably, they are both value. It's only not the best choice right now if you need the cheapest AI, essentially, to do some busy work. It's odd too, because what you would normally see in competition is that all members are kind of implicitly price fixing. But now, every new AI would need to be not only better than DeepSeek, but also cheaper than DeepSeek too. Before DeepSeek came in, suppose you used AIs, you possibly spent at least $10, right? On some kind of subscription, or $20 on some kind of subscription. Probably more, possibly low triple digits. But with DeepSeek, you possibly spent like $2 on some credits, and you're probably still using it. This all said, Qwen chat version, at the very least, is not pointless. You can just make videos. Well, I guess it can be higher quality too. I just got lucky. You can generate images. You can search the web. I was particularly fond of this feature. I think they kind of nailed this one. Anyhow, say hi to the audience. Hi there, audience. It's great to have you here. Whether you're tuning in from near or far, hope you're ready for an engaging and insightful experience. Feel free to ask questions, share your thoughts, or just sit back and enjoy the ride. Let's make this moment count. So that's it. It's certainly one of the most feature-rich chats out there. And it's all free.